Hello! Well, we haven't done one of these in a while. My I'm having issues uploading, but hopefully I'll fix it and re-upload it. So I just thought I'll do a Q&A, lazy Q&A, hangout shit. I can talk about whatever I want basically because I've not made it for kids. So we can talk about weird shit. I can say the word shit. Yay! So I'm gonna continue with some other questions. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, I have heard the rumours about Don Atkins. I think they're very, very funny. Yeah, very funny. And yeah. Because I don't believe for this one moment that I think that Phil Sprain, I think he's deranged little so and so. Yeah. You know, he did put the stuff out, I guess. You know. I don't think for one moment that Don Atkins was being paid off on that blog post. You know. So like I heard stuff like he was being moved from a Discord server to a chat server, and he was held, and I think he was there for goodness knows how many times he was, but anyway, he was evolved from whatever. So I mean, I don't think I was going to do a talk on Joe Feast. I think I probably will do for a sermon that I think I'll start doing on here, because a lot of people are asking, do sermons. Yeah. He was confined to certain things, shall we say. I mean, he was wicked to the point, wasn't he? You know?
BT com top menu more blow 46x46. Button. More.
What the heavens is going on here?
Empty lip. 6, 7. BT com top menu flip cap.
Atkins. I don't have his address, his email address. I know people are asking. Did is there going to be a book? Are you writing a book on no, Chloe, I'm not. Sorry. That's yeah, I'm not writing a book. Yeah. Or use them as tools or parts to be with my mother and at the table, and I was saying, look, you take from what you have, being a spiritual being, and that becomes your imaginary friend or whatever. It's the imaginary friends that are more sort of spiritual will kind of be with you or stick with you for the longest. So yeah. A lot of people ask, but there's a lot of use their imagination to weave certain powers. But the thing is, here's the thing, is it imaginary or is it real? You decide. I mean, when we did R, we learned that R was this sleep paralysis demon. We didn't know all the stuff that was happening. I mean, we weren't, I don't think there was things that were connected spiritually, let's put it that way.
Empty list. Empty list. End. 0.
But having imaginary friends. People say they leave you, and imaginary friends do leave you. But a lot of people tend to let go of their imagination when they get to a certain age. We are keeping hold of it, and now we're grabbing it by the balls. We've got an art project that we want to work on this year, and we're going to end it with a lot of things that we hope to achieve. Because we want to do a big festival and all the rest of it. So yeah. In fact, imagine me, Andy, you're here. Oh, thanks. I'm glad that people were gonna ask me questions. Yeah. The dig board. Do I have one? We did have one, but we gave it away, didn't we? We had a promotional version. Yeah, the massive tea tray, which kept crashing, by the way, because it had 2 hard disks in it. And then I had all the applications which were on floppy disks. They kept restarting. Yeah. It was originally an Android product, but it's now gone to Pine. But I think the company's called Wii, who owns them now. Still an independent project though. I think Audio Eyes owns them as well. Oh yeah, Audio. Well, no, not called Audio Eyes. They're called Fresh Vision. Yeah, that's the company, the application company. I know which company you're talking about, but yeah. Have you heard of White House? Yeah, we have. We've not finished the Dark Iceberg yet, and they're on that. The Dark Music Iceberg. I think White House they're like the most heaviest, darkest thing you'll ever hear. The most sickest, deprived thing you'll ever hear too. But there's quite a few groups that have covered Why You Never Became a Dancer. They started becoming a jazz group, didn't they? Yeah, they changed all of their music. Their first 2 albums were just a sick, depraved, avant-garde thing, and then they just changed. It was like, oh, we can't, well, But the lead singer, he, he was alleged of doing things that he shouldn't. But if it's all in the name of art, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just when you believe in something that's deprived and disgusting, it becomes more like with Throbbing Gristle. They I think their stuff wasn't disgusting. It's just at the time it was very far out. Nobody was doing that sort of thing. They weren't singing about those sort of subjects. So Throbbing Gristle kind of taught everybody in all kinds of genres that, yeah, you can sing about this. And people were very prerogative on levels, mainly because the world was pretty shit. I mean, I'd say it's a lot worse now than what it was then, but hey, who knows? Go on, Andy. I think the art world is so much better because you can build from it. You know, you don't have to you can be in whatever world you want to have, and so on. The thing is, you have to wake up thinking, today I'm in a blank canvas, I'm gonna rip this shit apart. Yeah. If the Book of Mothma goes to Wattpad, it won't be underground. Yes, it will. There's still things hidden from it to protect the actual book. So yeah. You know, there's things like the Knights of Crust and stuff like that, which the book talks of, but you know, it's not censored. Just 1 or 2 documents that are censored. Are you against the mainstream? Yes. In just 1 or 2 ways, the mainstream people aren't people don't want to be different, and the next thing is that there's going to be a war on information next, and all the information that you get will be misinformation, because it steers you in the wrong direction and it doesn't allow you to think. It's taken us 3 years to learn all of that. You know, fear and control. We have it's not a theory actually. 4 is a powerful number. To the power of 4 is control, which is why they picked 1984. 1984 is the numbers to control. They use the number 1 for power, and the 9, 3, 9, 3, 3, 6, 9. They're all magical numbers. Magical about, the number 19. Well, and then number 4. Like 80 is another powerful number. Because again, it's control, it's fear, it's power. And 1984 was going to be the year that power and control and fear, people were going to get control, and people were going to control other people with fear, and they were going to try and steal the truth from them. And that was a theory that George Orwell, well, that's what he was saying, but George Orwell was saying it on a very mathematical thing, because these are all squared off. Everyone says that 1 is a lonely number, powerful number. 1 is power. 1 is you. You are one with the universe. 0 is the universe, and 0 is a round number, right? Infinity is a huge number. It carries on and on and on and on. And in fact, like, infinity is the source. So you're only lonely when you've got the source and no connection. When you've got a connection, you become a number. And when you become a number, you are powerful. And then you can then gotta figure out a way where you can control or whatever. Which is why there's a lot of narcissistic people, because they're taught to be narcissistic. Because they're told in a lot of trains of thought that, you are not powerful. They want to be powerful. So what do they go do? They try to be the most powerful thing. Then they think they're losing it. And then they just go mad. And then people get hurt because the fear is letting go. So they've got fear, letting go, losing control, not being able to control somebody else's freedom and have them like a puppet on a string. It's very deep, but I think that's what the mainstream's doing. The mainstream and the mainstream media is more narcissistic, because they think they've got the information. Information is there right in front of you. No, it's not. You turn the radio on, the television on. No. You need to find other sources. There are doctors out there that have published books, professors that have published books, people that have done studies, published books. And they've gone in depth to research. Before you have to use more than one source to get what you need. When you get what you need to... Don't ever stop going down the rabbit hole. Carry on going. Because you'll find what your information then. And that's, if you feel like, people are actually is that the hippies were teachers. They lived in these huge communes. They moved a lot. They travelled. They had camper vans. The hippies actually learned from the gypsies. So they were taught from them. And then they went to religion, and then they went to all kinds of things. People thought that the hippies were these dropouts that took drugs, had free love and all. Because they actually worked. They how to live off grid. You know, these people that are living off grid, you know, that goes way back to the 60s, because these people would a lot of these people, yes, some of them would make a nuisance of themselves, but a lot of them were travelers, different to gypsies. And they knew how to travel, and they might know someone down the road who could fix their car. They might know someone down the road who could cook. They might know someone down the road who had herbal remedies. Old witch in a caravan. But hey, if you went inside and took the moment, they might give you something to think about. You know? They might teach you how to think for yourself. So a lot of these hippies were gurus. A lot of these people that travelled and lived on the road, they lived the hard shit, believe me. But I'll tell you something, through a lot what they did, they managed to give a lot. They managed to how to build a community. So it was like, that person down the road who's fixed my car, later on, the thing that actually corrupted it all was, not only was there a spiritual war, but there was a thing like people didn't want people making money. And then there was every man for himself. And then there was Thatcherism. I mean, technically, that's what ruins it all. But how are we learning now? I mean, the people that live off grid, they've got better ideas. Simpler. They know where to go. They know.
Facebook. Now, Liv Palsy was tagged in a post. Attachment.
Yeah, they know how to. They know how to live. You know. Someone was asking me the other day. They said, that Phil Myers. Well, he contacted us through. I've lost his contact because he was on Cyberclans as a Connecticut, or as a string or whatever. Do you know Big Phil? Yes. Probably the greatest YouTubers of all. I don't know what he's doing now. I'm gonna do something a bit more.
44.